Hello and welcome to another episode of Offsite Dirt. This time we're covering the marketplace, and we will be joined by Sean of Lakes Illumination Technology. Audree, kick us off for today.
Love it. We like the marketplace because it gives us the ability to showcase different products that are really making improvements, better building systems, ways to increase how we look and how we feel with different products. So obviously Lakes Illumination Technology is one of those products, and we're happy to have you here, Sean. Please give us a little bit of background about your Wisconsin company.
Yeah, definitely. So we recently just started up a couple months ago, about 6 months ago. We do outdoor lighting and architectural lighting. We also do outdoor entertainment systems such as like speakers, TVs, and we're expanding even into holiday lighting. And that just is like a one-stop shop for any of your landscapers to get all your lighting and outdoor technology from one person.
So, Sean, as we go through the seasons, especially in the Midwest, we're inside less and less during the cold months, and more during the favorable months. We're outside, but we still have our patterns, right? Of visiting and hanging out with one another, and so we like to enhance our properties and beautify them. Can you bring some examples of how lighting really does that?
Yeah, I mean, I think, in your outdoor spaces, it's bringing that nature to life at night. It's also bringing your home and showing off your features at nighttime. It's not, when someone drives by, it's not or comes to your house, it's not just a dark blob, I guess, sitting in space. It's illuminating it, showing off your masterpiece, I guess, let's say. But it also extends our season here in Wisconsin, let's say. You get home at 4 or 5 o'clock after work. You only got 4 hours of daylight to spend outside before it's dark out. Lighting allows you to extend your seasons and your day, and to spend more time outside during a time we can't spend our time outside.
I love that you are from the Midwest. I'm originally from Chicago, and as you are aware, Mark is as well. So makes it pretty exciting. We know that you're in Delavan, Wisconsin, which is really close to Lake Geneva, which we were kind of laughing about, having those conversations where in high school, that was like our place to hang out for the weekend, to drive up and hang out there, which was like an hour and a half from where we lived. But I love even the picture behind us. As you can see, lighting does such a great thing for our living spaces. And I'm just curious, do you get involved with the landscaper? Do you start in that process? Or can you kind of take us through the process of how a company or a client or someone comes to you and says, yes, I like what you're doing, I want to walk through this with you? How do we start?
Yeah, so, there's no one answer, I guess. I do get a lot of clients that find me on their own, but a lot of them are through landscapers. Getting connected with builders also helps. This was a brand new build, and getting builders to put you in front of their clients, because they also want to show off their work at nighttime. So it's a really great way to get in front of your clients that way. But yeah, I would say getting involved with other people in your industry to show off your work, because it is very niche market, I think, the lighting and outdoor entertainment, but it is there's more horizons, I guess, if you get involved with a builder or a landscaper to get you in front of your clients.
So if we start with the image behind us, or any image, obviously the technology has grown in this space. And if I'm the architect, if I'm the consumer, or if I'm the contractor, what I want is someone to see the features of this great facade. And you did this so well with both the red and the blue boundaries bookending the space. So there must be advancements in technology. How are people controlling this, and how are they really enjoying the use of it?
Yeah, so yeah, the advancement of LEDs has been incredible. I think, probably 10 years ago, you were maybe getting a couple 10, 20 bulbs on a system, and now we can run 50 to 60. So I mean, it's exponential, the amount of bulbs we can run. But controlling the system is really cool. We are now able to use our phones to control the system, or if you have a Control 4 or integrated home system, we can control our lighting from there too. So it's really cool advancements with technology using color changing lights, but we can also zone and dim lights. So zoning is basically what you kind of see behind you is the red and the blue is separated. So we can pick up different areas and dim them at certain different levels, but we can also turn them on and off at different times. And that just, it's used a lot for like security reasons. So we can leave the front lights on, but also turn the back lights off, and also adjust levels that meets the client's eye and what they like and what they expect. Going back to halogens, I guess there was dimming, but it wasn't to the level of LEDs, where now we can get more sophisticated and get better idea what the client likes for their lighting tones.
I like how you brought in safety. Does this also mean that if their house is wired correctly, that the interior lights are able to be controlled?
So yes and no. Low voltage, low voltage. I wouldn't, obviously no inside house is low voltage. It's all 120. But we can integrate with it on like your outdoor coach lights to turn them on and off, and also dim them. Just, I would say exterior lights we can do that with, but interior lights, no.
Well, that's always an advancement for the future, right? Whenever
Right.
we're not used to seeing something, I always say, wait, because the
Yeah.
evolution is coming, right?
Right. Yep.
Sean, I'm curious. So when we're looking at these light systems and you setting them up, you're getting referred by architects, builders, by even the consumer coming to you and seeing your services.
Mm-hmm.
Are the systems that you're using, are there many different systems? Is it like one fully integrated technology that you prefer using over and over again? What is it that the consumer or the builder really needs to know about lake illumination technology? Is it a simpler system, or how does this integrate?
Yeah, so I mean, I would say there's a basic of 3 systems maybe. There's your basic on-off system. There's a little bit more sophisticated, which is like your astronomical timers, where we can just set it up and you're good to go. There's really no maintenance. And then there's your color and zoning and dimming, which is super sophisticated. A lot of moving parts in it, but like what you see behind you, you can do a lot of cool, amazing things with it. But that's not always everyone's cup of tea or budget. So maybe sometimes that on-off system is just as good for that client.
So in the world of ideal clients, is there an ideal client that you're looking for? Because everyone's been in hibernation if you're coming out of winter, and we enjoy the summer months. So this is when I think people probably stretch their wings. what is that ideal client and what does that look like?
You know, I'm pretty lucky. We live in a wealthy climate or a wealthy area, I guess. So we get a lot of people from Chicago, big cities that come here. So yeah, I mean, an ideal client, I guess, you know, they're spending $20 to $100,000 on a lighting system, on a color changing system, you know, but a good client still is, you know, $10,000 for a good lighting system. You're talking, I don't know, 20 fixtures maybe to light up their home and their landscape.
Well, I think it's nice to see that you've kind of ranged it, right? Because we never really know when we're walking into pricing something. And as we know, we live in our houses for years. So making the investment to being able to have something unique and feel good when you drive in your driveway at night to be able to see your house lit up is obviously something that I want in my own house.
Yeah.
But as we're talking about your company, I think the unique thing is not only that you do lighting, but you also do sound systems and speakers. So can you tell us or elaborate a little bit more about what you're seeing as a trend in the marketplace that has to do with that specific area?
Yeah, I think again, it goes back to spending more time outside during the summer months. I think the pandemic a couple of years ago, when people were stuck at home, I think it's still carried on today where they're at home, they want to spend time outside, they want to enjoy their investments, their patios. You know, a good landscaper around here, you know, maybe a little bit higher end, they're installing patios for $60,000. So these clients, they want to enjoy their investments. So they put audio out there. We can put TVs, spend time out there, and just enjoy those summer months while we have it. But yeah, sound I think is growing. Not a lot of people, I guess, knew a lot about it until the last couple of years. But there's some really great sound systems that we can install for a pretty reasonable price.
So, Sean, I think our outdoor kitchens, our outdoor living spaces, our outdoor recreation has continued to grow over time. These type of buildings invite the outside in, and it makes the outside part of your sitting enjoyment space. The fact that you're able to shed light on the beauty of the architecture to create the setting of the soundscape is wonderful. I look forward to seeing some of your projects in person, and please keep us updated on Offsite Dirt with all the great images that you and your team produce.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. And there is some exciting things that are coming to not only home building and commercial building, but also just livability. So this is another product on Marketplace. We're certainly happy to have you here on Offsite Dirt, Sean and Mark. Thank you so much. And we'll be looking forward to seeing the lights.